Right then, everybody, in your maths lesson today, I want you to solve mathematical multiplication word problems. There are three different levels. There's a green level, which are quite straightforward. The orange is a bit more tricky, and the red ones are trickier again. There's some decimal ones in there too, and 2 digits by 2 digits, and some more difficult questions. So I want you to use the grid method. I want to very quickly show you in a second the grid method just to recap, and I'll show you how to set out your work. But I don't see any reason why everybody can't do this without any parent support really. Okay, so have a go, try and be independent if you possibly can. So I'm going to show you the first question on the sheet here. So it says, this is the first for A, I'm not going to do the whole thing for you. A tree is 12 meters tall, and I've underlined the key information if you look at that. Okay, a block of flats is 6 times higher. How tall is the block of flats? Okay, so I need to know the height of the block of flats. So I basically partitioned my 12 into 10 and 2, and I've got my 6. I'm going to multiply that, so that would be 6 times 10 would go in there, 6 times 2 would go in there, and I add them up to get my answer here. That's the same for those 6 questions there for A. Okay, if you're doing B, a bit more complicated, B. So a modular bridge is 62 centimetres long. I've underlined 62 centimetres long, that's important. The bridge is 8 times longer. How long is the bridge in meters? So I'm going to do 8 times by 60. When we do 8 times by 60, we do 8 times by 6. And we take the 0 off, but we put the 0 back on, don't we? In maths, we take it off, we always put it back on. So 8 sixes would be 48 plus 0. Think about that. 8 times by 2, you can do that. And then you just add it up, okay? Now that's going to come up to something in centimetres. Remember, the answer asks for it in metres. So make sure you read the questions carefully and actually give the unit of measure. So if you did put, I don't know, 580 nothing, you need to put the meters or the centimeters to make the answer clear. And there's 6 questions there for that one there too. And then C, a bit harder again. So C, again, I've underlined the key information again. So this one says there are 16 flowers in each tray. How many flowers are there in 16 trays? So then 16, 10 and 6, I've partitioned it, and I'm multiplying by 16 again, so I partition that. So I would do 10 times by 10 would go in here. I do 10 by 6 would go in here, 6 by 10 in here, and 6 by 6 in here. And then I would then add the numbers up in my column addition and write the answer here. Again, make sure you read the questions carefully, as sometimes they're worded in a way to try and trick you. You need to read them carefully and make sure you put the units of measure. So underline it, all the key information, then do your workings out, and then actually answer the question. Think about that rucksack approach we've used in school in the past. Okay, good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing your work. Au revoir.